Ano Evelina Mikelo, and welcome to Kumu Fats Views. So today we're going to take a look at a 1994 video that was requested and the link was sent to me of Navai ʻEhā o Puna and my late cousin Kumu OʻBrian Eselu. This was when he was still partnered together with Thaddius. So this would be considered probably the second generation of Kumu Hula Daro Lupanui, because prior to this, Thaddius and OʻBrian was with Kumu Daro. Then they did Navai ʻEhā o Puna. Then when Thaddius, I believe, moved back to Maui or passed away, I forget what the story was. OʻBrian created Kekai o Kahiki, and Kekai o Kahiki is now under the direction of Kumu Hula La'akea Perry. So we'll take a look at this 1994 mele. It is He Kau No Hiʻiaka, and it is a popular chant out of the Hiʻiaka and Pele saga. And I'll talk a little bit about that at the end, so I'm not pausing so much here. Okay, here we go.
Under the direction of Na Kumu Hula, Thaddius Wilson, and OʻBrian Eselu. From Waiʻanae, Oʻahu, Navai ʻEhā o Puna.
Watch for a new step created by Kumu Hula OʻBrian Eselu. He calls it the apupoi. It represents the breaking of large waves in a storm.
The men will be dancing to He Kau No Hiʻiaka, which describes the awesome forces of nature. In the volcano, lava peaks and breaks like waves. The thunder is deafening. The earth shakes, and pillars of smoky clouds rise to the heavens.
Again, that was the ka'i, or the entrance. And as always, even from that time until today, these very low movements, a lot of squat movements, a lot of duck walks, a lot of ʻEhā from that level 4, which I call level 4 or a duck walk position. Very evident, and it was from the Puna days, and it carried over into this Navai ʻEhā o Puna, and then you've seen Kawai Li'ula and Kawai Ula o Kala. So very, I would call it the Puna style, or the Daro Lupanui style.
He Kau No Hiʻiaka. Akamona, Popo Kitilo, ʻEhā, Lelo, oh my head, Natino, Kahiki, Jalua, Metalani, my name, Jahorua, Jahore, Akaiwa, Kapaho, Lele, my Nati, Akabu, Akaobu, my Laoka, Akapabu, by the La Vela, Ojalua, Amalua, Bela, Ojalua, Apopo, Hakikai, Ojalua, Hakiku, Hakika, Lagaino, Rayaptiku, Olebua, Lokani, Akiku, Bine, Aikua, Okaum, Aikapo, di kamu pagkaina akaron kay kupoka mo nakakamo na ko ichilaw ya halo palawahi oh my pele ionati kahakili jawa may jalani may ne jago ruway jago kay kuwaga ko lele kumay nati akabu akaobu la oka oke la kapabu te iba ibe la vela otalua aloha pela oka otalua
I think that's pretty accurate right there.
oh yeah la nak mak amin ndui talaba ai vai iba e la nak mak amin ndui talaba ai vai iba la
Okay. All right. Let's bring it back here. So let's talk about the mele, right? Kau No Hiʻiaka is one of those famous meles that came from the Pele Hiʻiaka saga. It talks about just different actions of nature, right? It starts up with apo po'i haki kai ko'o kalua, like the high surf pit breaks upon the shore. So again, they're not only talking about the lava and the volcano of Pele, they're talking about all of nature that's happening. Yes, so they talk about the shore breaks, there's a storm happening, the sound and the noise of the lehua, the kani aihiku roars, the woman who consumes the lehua of kaumu. So again, right, when they talk about that, when the woman that consumes the lehua, that's Pele. And they just talk about all these different forces of nature that occurs before, during, and after a volcanic eruption, because these are all like the whole Ailona and all the different environmental uh, supernatural phenomena, right? It's supernatural phenomena, I think, is what it's called, but it's all of these things that's happening before, during, and after a volcanic eruption. So because then they use that as all the whole Ailona, but I believe that apopoi step that they did at the beginning is a step that was mentioned by Paula at the beginning. Again, very physically taxing. The movements are totally down, low to the ground, a lot of duck walk positioning, a lot of squatting, a lot of moving from level to level. And they really brought that imagery of all of these things happening, the stomping of the ground, the movement of the rain down and up, all of that, all of these things that's happening, the imagery was seen in the hula. And that is what hula does, right? It tells the story that us as Hawaiians want to tell us, those people who wrote these mo'olelo, or these mo'olelo that was passed down from generation to generation. The hula does that. It brings it to life in all these different imagery, and that's what you see on that stage. And this style of dancing, again, started with this hula line, with this halau, came from that Vaima Puna style. Because if you go back, like when I mentioned before, I used to watch a lot of tape at the museums at the University of Hawaii Manoa, not museums, libraries. And they have every Merrie Monarch, I believe, on tape, and the performances from the Vaima Puna to this, to, it all keeps that style with that little flair of the individual kumus that are from that hula line. So Kau No Hiʻiaka, we do it. I teach this in Mele as a ili ili. The ili ili resembles the different sounds, especially the sounds of the rocks, making that clickety clackety sound when the waves wash over them, or that clickety clackety sound from the thunder and that lightning. Sometimes you can hear that. So we use the ili ili for Kau No Hiʻiaka, and other halau, they choose how they want to do it as well. But I'm very happy to share my late cousin OʻBrian Eselu. He is a cousin on my dad's side of the family. And being able, before he passed away, I got to talk story with him. We got to perform one of his songs, Kahala Opuna, on the Paradise Cove stage, and he was there to see it, and really praised my haumana and thanked me. So we, um, and his legacy lives on today through the kane of Kekai o Kahiki, which I will share in the next few um videos of the hula impression. But anyway, I hope that you guys learned something. I hope that you guys are enjoying this video series. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and until next time, meka paolele palena, aloha.